adults, and they said pink noise provided deeper sleep overall and improved ability to recall words.
For the entire Colorful Noises episode and everything else in the Stuff You Should Know universe, open the free iHeart app, search Stuff, and listen now.
FIFA World Cup 2026 live on Fox is presented by Verizon.
The game is over. Brazil have won it. Pelé is being mobbed. Pelé, El Gran Pelé.
Argentina are champions of the world again. It's Argentina who win the World Cup.
And the fans of America go wild. Soccer really has arrived in the United States. Their skipper.
And Brazil dominate the world stage again.
Well, it was a day of emotional goodbyes yesterday. Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup career is now over after Spain beat Portugal 1-0 and the United States reached the end of their line 2, knocked out 4-1 by Belgium. Hello and welcome along to the final day of the round of 16 action at the 2026 FIFA World Cup with US Soccer Hall of Famer Alexi Lalas, Sweden's all-time leading scorer, that man Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and 1998 World Cup champion Thierry Henry. I'm Rebecca Lowe. Good morning to you all. Thank you for joining us. And Lexi, you are our first port of call this morning because I know you've not had too much sleep, but you have managed to have a few hours at least to digest what happened last night with the US going out to the World Cup. And your thoughts this morning are what?
Yeah, I mean, look, as a fan, and I am a fan of this team and of this sport, as a fan, you don't have perspective, and that's your prerogative. And it's kind of what I love about being a fan is that at times you are irrational, and it's emotional, and it's personal. And yesterday certainly was one of those days. And now, in the light of a new day, I still think that I share the sentiment with many people out there that I'm still disappointed, a little bit angry in that I think yesterday was the one that got away. It was a lost opportunity. This U.S. team picked the worst day to have their worst day. But I also reiterate that the time for moral victories is gone. It doesn't mean that I'm not hopeful and proud in many ways of what has happened. I mean, you look at the way that this team galvanized the country to see the country through the lens of the World Cup and through this team, and they deserve a tremendous amount of credit for that. I also think that what makes me hopeful is that there was heightened expectations in a good way, not Pollyanna, not being delusional about it, but people want to see more from this team and aren't accepting just being there. And that's a good thing, and that is progress. And ultimately, the celebrations around this team were justified. But yeah, it still hurts. But we move on because we have a whole lot more tournament here. And while the U.S. goes out, this tournament continues on. And whether it's today or going forward to that final, there's a lot to talk about and a lot to celebrate.
Yep, there sure is. Thierry, yesterday you very much wanted to focus on the game, not the Flo Balogun situation. But today, I know you want to just make a point about that situation.
Yeah, I want to reiterate what I said. I don't think people understood my when I raised Article 27, that was sarcasm. I thought people could understand that, but they didn't. So I'm going to say it again. I do agree with the fact that it wasn't a red, because if I was a player and someone gave me a red like that, I wouldn't have accepted that. But I don't agree with how they rescinded the red. Do you understand what I'm saying? What FIFA did wasn't right. But it was the right thing in terms of not giving a red. That should have been a decision that was done on the field, not after 3 days, 4 days. I didn't agree with that at all. So please do not get it
right.
Because it's not right. Article 27 doesn't say that. No, Article 27 doesn't say that. That's my opinion. What FIFA did wasn't right. It wasn't a red, but what FIFA did wasn't right. And he fired up Belgium. It did. Look at how they were, the celebration, the dancing at the end, and everything that was there. It wasn't right. He fired them up, and you saw it straight away, overturn this.
So Ronaldo shouldn't have played in the World Cup either, then?
I said no, don't, you say whatever you want to say. I'm talking about the Balogun situation, and I stay there. Let's talk about Cristiano now.
Okay.
Hold on. What is not right about it?
That's my opinion. I don't think it was right. What
I understand your opinion. I completely understand.
That's about it. That's where I stand.
But nobody broke any rules or regulations or. Right?
That's what I believe. The red wasn't a red for Balogun. I said it. Right. I will say it again. The way it happened after, I didn't agree with it. That's about it.
So you agree with the fact that it shouldn't have been a red?
No,
that the
yes,
right
it shouldn't
decision
have been a
was
red.
come to the wrong way?
Yes.
So the right decision was come to the wrong way also when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's on you to talk. If you want to talk. I'm talking about Balogun. This is the World Cup.
My team's out of the World Cup now, so it's a completely different story.
Okay. I'm not coming to you. We are saying our goodbyes then to the United States, but we're also saying our goodbyes to Cristiano Ronaldo. Zlatan, that's what I want to talk to you about in just a second, because he said yesterday that this would be his last World Cup after they were knocked out, Portugal against Spain. Let's hear from Cristiano Ronaldo after that game.
Well, normal, sad to leave the World Cup like this, but as I said yesterday in the press conference, I gave everything, I gave my best, and I live with a clear conscience, right? This is football. This is the life of a footballer. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and you have to keep going. The truth is, it was my last World Cup, yes, but I will have time for everything else, to think, be with my family, not make decisions in the heat of the moment, and continue with life.
It's important to say, Zlatan, he is not retiring from football. He's not retiring from international football, but he is saying, look, I'm 41. I'm not going to be in a World Cup when I'm 45. So how do you reflect on his legacy at World Cups on the world stage?
I mean, I send him all my respect. What he did massive things. I think the World Cup will miss him, as he will miss also the World Cup. I think he tried to win the World Cup. This gentleman won it. It's not easy. It's the most difficult thing, probably, to win, and his mentality is to win in everything he goes in. So for sure, the world is gonna miss him by playing the World Cup, but he didn't say he retired from the national team. So let's see what happens there, and I think the world should enjoy him while he's playing, whatever shirt he uses. And this is the last World Cup. It was the last World Cup also for Neymar, but probably he stopped the national team like Modric. But for sure, people is gonna miss him, and let's see how long. But it's understandable also because the age he has, and he catches up to everyone, just like he did for this gentleman, and this animal. So this is part of the game.
Thierry, real quick on Cristiano Ronaldo, we have to move on.
No, look, a lot of great players didn't win the World Cup. That doesn't define their legacy. His legacy is untouchable. Whatever he's going to decide, I wish him all the best. I wish he can pass 1,000 goals. He inspired a lot of generation kids, especially with the way he breathes, lives, and thinks football. Look at his body. Look at how he is. He's an example for everybody. So, big man, all the very best in what you wish to do.
Thank you, guys. Okay, All Day Access, sponsored by Verizon. Then the final two pieces of the quarterfinal puzzle are going to be revealed today. First, Lionel Messi and Argentina, after escaping the scare of all scares against Cape Verde 4 days ago, will face Mo Salah and Egypt in Atlanta. Then, Switzerland take on Colombia in Vancouver, and we cannot wait to get this day started.
For generations, legends have arrived here with a purpose, an opportunity to leave their mark, to inspire, to move. Most icons get their moment, but here, one man transcends it all.
Lionel Messi!
And just when it feels like the story has settled,
Yes!
in the moment
Lionel Messi, World Cup champion.
has already been had, he just keeps finding another.
It's it in! It's Messi! It's magical! It's just Lionel Messi.
The surprise faded. The magic never did.
Messi! Wonderful moment.
The day will come. Just not yet.
Atlanta Stadium is going to host a semi-final 8 days from today. Argentina and Egypt both hope to be back there before that, but only one will still be standing after today's round of 16 match. Mo Salah is in the starting lineup for Egypt today. He and his side are here after that nail-biting victory over Australia on penalties, and today they're eyeing their first ever spot in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, it took extra time, didn't it, against Cape Verde for Lionel Messi and defending champions Argentina to make it today. How will they respond to that near upset that riveted the world? We will soon find out. And coming up, we will look back at that remarkable night in Miami when debutante Cape Verde took mighty Argentina to the brink. Stay with us.
It's easy to think medicine is about sickness. But medicine is about bringing all of yourself to the moments that matter. Medicine is about being present with the people we care about. None of us are here long enough. But we all deserve a chance to be who we are supposed to be for as long as we're here together. Medicine isn't about sickness. Medicine is about health.
Play for the Ultras. Saved by the bellboy.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
The winner will go to the World Cup.
I'm Harry Wilson.
Weston McKinney.
Michael Corella.
This group of players have got no fear.
You're playing for something bigger than yourself. Growing up, my dream was to walk out at a World Cup.
It's very special.
I feel like it's going to be the game of our lives.
Play. Every kid should have a chance to play. Play because it's fun. Play because it's healthy. Play because they deserve it. Play on the field, on the court, on 2 feet, on 1 foot, on the ground, in the cage. Play because they learn. Play because they grow. Play because it builds character. Play because they need it. Play because they need each other. Play because it changes lives. Play because it matters.
I've never seen a global competition as intense as this.
Wednesday, July 15th.
Welcome back, guys. Let's go.
The top 16 return to fight for the title.
The second half of our season is where the global gauntlet really gets thrown down.
Get it on a plane!
Uh-oh. This is going to be insane.
MasterChef Global Gauntlet returns after the World Cup on Fox.
FIFA World Cup 2026 live on Fox is presented by Verizon.
It is stunning here tonight. We will play extra time.
What you think is going to happen doesn't always happen.
Argentina take the lead.
Argentina scored. The game's over, right?
It's incredible. It's Cape Verde.
This team will not lie down.
Argentina retake the lead. It's over. Argentina survive.
6 teams are now through to the World Cup quarterfinals. The final 2 spots will be determined today when Lionel Messi and Argentina face Mo Salah and Egypt in Atlanta, followed by Switzerland taking on Colombia in Vancouver on this, the last day of round of 16 action. Well, they're looking forward to kick off in Atlanta, and that's where we find some of our colleagues out there on the road. Let's check in pitchside with Jules Breach, Javier Hernandez and Clarence Seedorf. Jules.
What a match we've got ahead today here, Rebecca, and the players are just about to head out to warm up. Egypt are already out behind us. Mo Salah is just to our right-hand side warming up there, and very shortly you are going to hear the biggest roar from the crowd that are already in this stadium when Messi and his Argentina teammates come out here. Guys, it's a meeting of 2 national icons today. We saw yesterday Ronaldo play his final World Cup match for Portugal. Will today be Messi's, or do you expect Argentina to make it through?
No, I mean, no one wants to see those greats go out, but there's the knockout stages, you never know. We saw how difficult Cabo Verde made the game against Argentina in the last one. I don't think Argentina will want to go again in an extra time. They made 3 substitutions, from the lineup. So I think they're going to try to win in the 90 minutes, and so they can get through, and they're more comfortable comparing last game.
Clarence, look ahead at this crowd, but just above us, by the way. And just to paint a picture for you guys at home, it's about 80% Argentina shirts in here, Clarence.
Yeah, we've seen that during the whole World Cup, more or less. Obviously, so many people might even be for Egypt, but having a Messi shirt on, so...
Probably.
Yeah. No, I think it's... Argentina learned a lesson, and I'm sure they're going to come out really fired up to make sure that they don't go through the 120 minutes again, because every second more means energy wasted for the next match. I think Argentina is the better team here. And if we need to choose, I'd rather have Mo Salah come back in the next World Cup, which is still younger than Messi, and Messi continue a little bit, because there would be a bit too much of the big stars leaving this.
And there they are, the players all out on the pitch now. Round of 16 for the first time for Egypt. But will they have seen what Cape Verde did in the last round? And will they take belief from that performance that they can cause an upset against Messi's Argentina today?
I think that Egypt, if they want to make a chance, they have to just go forward as well. There's no midway calculating, waiting back. There's too much quality on the other side of the pitch, from them to do that. I think the energy they've shown against, if I remember well, Austria, that is the type of Egypt that we want to see. Yeah. And if they want to make a chance, they need Salah at his best, for those specific moments to make a difference. But they have the quality to hurt Argentina as well. But again,
yeah,
I
definitely.
think Argentina.
I agree. I mean, Argentina by paper, and they have the best player in the world, with Lionel Messi, of course, the names, everything. They have Mo Salah. Talking about Egypt, there's no way individually to stop Messi and to stop some of the players from Argentina. You need to do it as a team. And then, like Clarence said, we've seen so many national teams that they prefer to don't risk it, to don't go brave, and they still go out. I think there's no better way to try to make history, beating the world champions, the current ones, to go for it. But as well, you will need to defend in certain moments. You will need to play, to have that grit, to have that pressure. And then, of course, if you have the bravery, like you said, Clarence, to go for it, exactly. You may get the surprise.
I mean, Jules, we've seen it in so many matches. The teams that went for it and went out with, all the dignity and the respect. So I hope they will do the same at least and go for it today.
Okay, we'll get these guys' thoughts on the changes that have been made to that Argentina team very shortly. But being on the road with Clarence, I've been getting language lessons, guys. The Campeonato is something that he's taught me. That means back-to-back world championships, and that's exactly what Argentina are hoping to do at this World Cup.
Jules, thank you so much. Well, here are Emiliano Martinez and defending champions Argentina then looking to reach the quarterfinals, as Jules said, for the 5th time at the past 6 World Cups. Egypt stand in their way today, and we will bring you the full lineups with those changes when we come back.
Greatness doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of endless drive. The will to push beyond all limits. And then push beyond yourself. Find your drive at the BMW Ultimate Sales event on now. Lease the BMW X3 for $569 per month.
Score lasting dry eye relief with Don't use if allergic to MIBO. Remove contacts before using and wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. Ask about prescription dry eye drop MIBO.
For our country's birthday, Gordon Ramsay will save the American dream.
They look like giant turds.
What's wrong with the food?
Is he okay?
Probably not.
Close the place, now!
Kitchen Nightmares premieres July 21st on Fox.
Thursday on Fox, it's a rematch of the 2022 semis as Morocco seeks redemption against Mbappe and France.
Mbappe! Brilliant!
The World Cup quarterfinals, Thursday on Fox.
Saturday on FS1. Check it out. You want a couple of iconic teams with the legendary history? We got you. We got the boys of Beantown.
Oh, he's sensational!
And the kings of Queens.
Look at this!
We got Jared Duran and the Red Sox against Juan Soto and the Mets.
Oh, baby!
Saturday at 4 Eastern on FS1.
It'll get better soon, you'll see.
Do you know what a pitch is, Grunk?
A person that throws a baseball that stands on a mound.
The World Cup is just drama to an unbelievable height.
I really don't know too much.
We are going to educate.
Curiosity opens your mind, which makes you brighter. I want to be a masterpiece of knowing the other football.
No one can match our energy.
Football.
The biggest Sunday of the summer is on Fox.
Brace yourself, the big one.
Alex Palou and the stars of IndyCar bring the noise to Nashville, where honky tonk meets horsepower.
Boom, baby.
The Borchetta Bourbon Music City Grand Prix, Sunday, July 19th, right after the World Cup final on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
If you love a bit of drama, we're going to go to a shootout. Egypt enjoy the first psychological blow. It's Salah, no doubt whatsoever.
Well, you can cut the nerves with a knife in this place.
And he Egypt are through. They are into the last 16.
Pure joy for Mo Salah and Egypt after that one. They've now gotten their first ever World Cup win, their first ever knockout advancement, and today they're looking for their first ever place, therefore in the quarterfinals. So time now for the team news. The Fox starting lineups, sponsored by American Express. Let's start with Egypt. Goalkeeper Mustafa Shabir has played all 390 minutes for Egypt and starts again for them today. He's conceded once in every match. Mo Salah's been dealing with a hamstring injury, but still led Egypt with 5 chances created against Australia. Imam Ashur's 2 goals are the first for an Egypt player so far at this World Cup. Well, Argentina and Egypt are facing each other for the first time ever at a World Cup finals. Argentina, of course, are aiming to become the 3rd team ever to repeat as champions. So let's take a little look at their starting 11. Emi Martinez, as always, starts in goal for them. He has 2 clean sheets so far. Of note for you, Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez gets the start today up top. Lautaro Martinez, he drops to the bench. And, of course, everyone will be watching Lionel Messi. He has a record 20 career World Cup goals and has scored in a record 8 consecutive matches. Now to Power That Delivers, sponsored by the Home Depot, and Lionel Messi has certainly powered Argentina through this tournament. He's got 7 goals so far at this World Cup and is looking to make even more history today. So, for more then, ahead of today's round of 16 contest between Egypt and Argentina, let's take you inside Atlanta Stadium and speak to our reporter there pitchside, Natalie Jedra.
Yes, Rebecca, both Argentina and Egypt played extra time in the round of 32, but in the Argentinian camp, there is a real concern with the physical aspect of the team. It's been a factor since the start of the tournament with players who faced injuries throughout the season, but it was the main talking point in Lionel Scaloni's press conference. After the demanding game against Cape Verde, he said he did prioritize recovery. Lionel Messi, 39 years of age, he played all 120 minutes of that match, so we'll keep an eye on him. And on the starting 11 that we just saw, the 3 changes, the most significant one being Leandro Paredes starting in the midfield. Scaloni said that he hopes the team concedes less transitions with him there compared to the last match, but Paredes did struggle with injuries right before the tournament. Over to you, Rebecca.
So much more from Natalie a little bit later on. Let me start with you with Argentina. You weren't here when we were watching that Cape Verde game, and what a game it was. If they do take a positive from that game, Argentina, other than, of course, the fact that they won in the end, is it that in a way, at least they got a big old reality check, which is a good thing?
Yeah, I mean, we often talk in soccer terms about suffering, and the different cultures look at suffering in different ways. In American culture, suffering is actually a bad thing. In other cultures, suffering is a good thing in order to get you through things. And in that moment, a team that, let's be honest, hasn't suffered a lot because of their talent and their success, it was a moment of suffering. And they find ways to win. I think it is dangerous, though, on the other side for someone like Egypt to look at that as a template from a Cape Verde perspective and say, well, that's what we should do. It's all fine and well to be romantic. And romance can win out, but oftentimes it gets slayed. And you kind of had your one romantic notion about.
And they play with a different start 11 today, different tactics, and Egypt will bring whatever they can bring. Big heart, big spirit, run a lot and fight. But I don't see Egypt bringing a lot to this game to disturb Argentina, because remember, this round of 32 made it possible for many nations to make it to the next round. But Thierry said it perfectly yesterday. Round of 16 is the reality for everybody. Who you are and what you want and where you stand. With other words, levels.
Perfect. And if Egypt are going to disturb Argentina today, they will, of course, look at Mo Salah. You want to talk a bit about the position that he's playing at this World Cup. Just explain to us about how that affects him as a player.
First and foremost, it's a different animal that you're playing today. It's a wounded animal that still went through, and with 4 holding midfielders almost playing that can go forward or not. So you will play differently. But Mo Salah, yes, you know that he has a little issue with his thigh, so going up and down on the sides. He doesn't have his own legs anymore. So they put him under the striker where I think he can have an impact. I don't know if he's comfortable playing there, but he's still Mo Salah. He still created the most for his team. He scored, but I would like to see him navigate in midfield against McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, De Paul and Paredes, and see if he can find some space there. If he cannot, it will be a difficult day for him.
Interesting.
And Egypt.
Okay, yeah, indeed. In that hole then for Mo Salah. Just the one goal for him so far at this World Cup. Coming up, the race. Oh, that's nice, chaps. The race for the Golden Boot is heating up, but what about the battles of the jungle?
Yes.
That's what we're here for this morning. Zlatan, it's your segment next.
Yes. Talk about levels.
Car crashes injure over 1 million of us every year because we're human. For over a decade, Waymo's been building a driver that's safer. Statistically, 10 times safer in the cities we serve. Not because humans aren't enough, but because they're everything.
We have always been a nation of givers. Giving a hand. Giving hope. Giving dignity.
Okay, for my next marathon.
We look out for neighbors. We show up for people we'll never meet.
My street team getting that together.
We give what we can, where it matters.
Somebody care about people. Look, that's a beautiful thing.
Imagine what could happen if we all gave at the same time.
Team working.
Let's start a new tradition in American generosity. Giving forth. Take the pledge for the causes you care about at America250.org.
I really don't know too much.
No one can match our energy.
Football.
Football.
I am back. I'm here to help.
I don't know what to do.
Have you lost your passion?
This has been my life.
We're going to start again, and we're going to rebuild this thing.
We've got each other's back.
You can cook, girl.
That means a lot coming from you.
We're cooking with love.
Play. Every kid should have a chance to play. Play because it's fun. Play because it's healthy. Play because they deserve it. Play on the field, on the court, on 2 feet, on 1 foot, on the ground, in the cage. Play because they learn. Play because they grow. Play because it builds character. Play because they need it. Play because they need each other. Play because it changes lives. Play because it matters.
Talk is easy, but who's willing to step up?
This is a huge match.
Go face to face. Man to man when it counts.
Well, that's exactly how things get settled here. On the mat.
Emotions boiling over here at RAF.
That is why you tune in to Fox Nation. Make your move.
Real American Freestyle, exclusively on Fox Nation.
Everybody's got a plan until they get taken down.
FIFA World Cup 2026 live on Fox is presented by Verizon.
Messi's magical moment.
Lionel Messi reminding the world why he is the best.
It's Messi! The little magic man gets the win!
He is is the best of all time.
Lionel Messi scores the goal to make him the World Cup's all-time leading scorer.
You cannot stop greatness.
The biggest star has just made World Cup history. The Magic Man!
So, 7 goals for Messi so far. Here's a unique look at his location on the field when he scored each and every one of them. That is thanks to our partners at FIFA for helping this technology come to life, and you can find and play the new FIFA World Cup launch edition on Netflix Games. So Messi level with Mbappe and Haaland for the Golden Boot, though Mbappe actually leads this because of his 2 assists. But we've got an update on perhaps an even more important race. King of the Jungle, Zlatan.
Welcome back to the King of the Jungle. Alexi, welcome back to the jungle.
Thank you.
This is my King of the Jungle, where I rank the best players in the tournament. With other words, my Lions. Opinions from this guy, important? No, my opinion is important. Let's look at the last list. I'm gonna show you some new things here. Take a good look, because that's the last one. Let's go over to the new one. There you go. You see Haaland moving to the 3rd place, Mbappe dropping 1. That doesn't mean he had a bad performance, still doing good. Olise is safe on the 5th place because Thierry is going to kick my ass if I move him. So I keep him there. We cannot say nothing else about him. Kane moved up. He had a brilliant performance. Dembele dropped a little bit. Bellingham, obviously, if it's not Sir Kane, Harry Kane, it's Bellingham. So
you're still number 1, though.
Still number 1. We cannot talk about him. He's untouchable.
All right, so untouchable at number 1.
Because anyone talking about him risks to get fired. So be careful.
Why is Erling Haaland only 3? You don't think he's been better than Messi with what he does? He doesn't have the team around him that Messi does. All right, he's scoring the goals.
No, he should be happy he's number 3.
Really?
Yes.
What about Vozinha? You said no goalkeepers.
He didn't qualify, but he won my heart.
And he's still there.
No, he's new to the list, Vozinha.
Oh, he's new, okay.
He's new. Normally, I don't like goalkeepers, but he earned a spot there because he won the heart of many, many people.
Hey, big man.
Look at his followers. From one day to another day, he became the most famous goalkeeper in the world. Yeah, but he won our heart.
Yeah, but big man, come on. That list, your jungle list, looks like more like Jumanji now.
Jumanji.
Yeah, but this can change very fast. Because this is the wild. To survive in the wild, you need to perform. Like I said, either you eat or you get eaten. These lions, they have been eating. So I'm very happy with their performance, especially number 1. He's been eating the whole tournament, breaking records. And over to you, Rebecca. Let's see if you can break some records.
Oh, my goodness. I'm leaving all records to you, my friend. There's a record setter. Lionel Messi getting ready to take on Egypt in his record 31st World Cup match in a career that spans 2 decades on this stage.
Messi again with the marvellous mischief. Messi embraces his moment again. Lionel Messi! First career World Cup hat-trick. Lionel Messi scores the goal to make him the World Cup's all-time leading scorer.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house is chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
An upper corner shot's just deflected by the goalie. It's a corner kick. Wow! Incredible!
Beautiful shot!
No, that fan earned 2% cash rewards buying Pulisic merch.
They're using the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo, which scores unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases.
Scoring 2% more. Wonder what that's like.
Oh, it's like, go!
Score off the field with the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Visa, worldwide partner of FIFA World Cup 26.
Impressive.
You've got to try the new TikTok diet.
Just ask chat.
I just take blue-green algae.
You just have to eat kale. Kale, kale, kale.
I read you should put butter in your coffee.
Or you could trust your gut. When it comes to your energy, digestion, and overall health, how do you know what's actually right for you? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to show what's going on inside you right now. Not trends, not guesses, your biology. With your results, Viome gives you clear, personalized, actionable guidance. Which foods help you, which ones don't, and which supplements your body actually can benefit from. All based on the world's largest gut health databases and thousands of clinical research studies. Many people who use Viome report better digestion, more energy, and an improved mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing.
And maybe still eat the kale?
Maybe. Learn more at Viome.com. V as in Victor, IOME.com. Viome. Trust your gut.
And eat everything blue.
No thank you.
FIFA World Cup 2026 pre-kick is presented by Adidas.
We are closing in on kickoff in Atlanta, so let's check in pitch side once more. Look at the atmosphere. Jules Breach, Javier Hernandez, Clarence Seedorf.
Yeah, it's building more and more as we get closer to kickoff, Rebecca. The players have just ran back into the dressing rooms to get ready for this one. Guys, this is such an interesting matchup today from what we saw in the previous rounds. We've just been taking a look at the players' warm-up. Clarence, where do you think this game is going to be won and lost today?
Taking your chances. And taking your chances comes with warming up. You know, that shooting, the precision, the accuracy of the things. And I have to say, Egypt was not really on target, but there was one guy that was on target, right?
Like I think 4 goals out of 5, you know, in a warm-up. That means something. I've seen the Egypt side relax, right? I think they have nothing to lose as well. They did history for this country, you know, winning the first knockout. But we need tension, right, Clarence? We need a little bit.
Right balance. If you don't have the right balance, especially against a team that with Argentina, you know that's you're going to get a big fight. And I think if Egypt wants to do something, they cannot be sitting too low. They have to be very organized, but ready to counter-attack and take their chances, right?
Yeah, and I think Argentina side, Jules and Clarence, they had a wake-up call a little bit, you know, last game.
Definitely.
I think on time, you know, with this Cinderella story of Cabo Verde. So I don't think they're going to go in the same path.
In a soft way.
I think so. I think the Argentina way is coming back. You know, they're going to be intensity with these 3 changes in the lineup as well. Is sending a message, you know, because they want to win it all. They want to be campeones again. So I think we're going to see a very good match.
Julian Alvarez hasn't scored yet in this World Cup. He is starting for Argentina today. We saw what an impact he made in the previous World Cup. Is today his day?
Maybe. I think he's fully fit. He was struggling with some, I think, ankle injury, you know, before the World Cup. That's why Lautaro was in front of him as well. I think his fitness is back, and I think between those strikers that are the best of the world, both, I think Lautaro is more like a center forward, you know, like a proper center forward. And then with Julian, he can play in the movement. It's more, more versatile. You know?
I also think that the coach has been alternating these guys, managing the team also fitness-wise to go all the way. Every time one of them come in, they give so much to the team. So, and you have top strikers. All of these guys can be starters.
Both of these sides went to extra time in their last games. Who could that affect more today, Rebecca? We'll wait and see. But kickoff is fast approaching here at an incredible Atlanta stadium.
Jules, thank you. For our players to watch, sponsored by Adidas, we're going to continue that conversation, actually, Zlatan, that Lautaro Martinez not in the starting lineup. Incoming Julian Alvarez, very different types of striker, or forward, I should say. And you want to focus on Julian Alvarez.
Julian Alvarez needs to perform. If this Argentina wants to reach the finals, we need the Julian Alvarez from Qatar World Cup. He's an amazing player. He hasn't scored yet in this World Cup. Small issues with injury. But we know Messi can do a lot of things alone, but he needs help. And this guy is one of those guys that needs to help Messi reach the final. So we need more and we want more.
Thierry. Sorry, go on, Zlatan, finish off.
I was sending it over to Thierry.
Oh, I don't need to be here.
Because I'm the host here, not you.
Sorry, reminder.
Mo Salah, that's my player to watch because at the end of the day, if Egypt is going to do something, it's going to be through him. It's not only about Mo Salah, but you would like to think that this man will do something. It's going to be a difficult task because the way Argentina did balance the team today is going to be very difficult. When they play the four like that I mentioned before in midfield, it's very difficult to find space, and Argentina don't lose often when those four are starting.
At this stage in a tournament, Lex, when you do players to watch, you're just going from superstar to superstar to superstar. Who you got?
Well, notwithstanding the fact that my good friend Z has him at number 2 in his King of the Jungle rankings, second only to him, you're arguably looking at the greatest player ever to play the game, and he just continues to provide moments of magic in so many different ways. But make no mistake, that man is greedy. He is greedy for goals. He is greedy for another World Cup. And as we talked about the Cape Verde situation, he's feasting, my friend, all right? And he is yet to be satiated. He is not full yet, and I think he can fill his belly tonight.
Well, even more so because of who's behind him. And you talked about that four. So just for you, Thierry, this is the third time that Leandro Paredes, Rodrigo de Paul, Enzo Fernandez and Alexis McAllister will all start together for Argentina. Just the third time. Just remind us again, for those switching on, why do you think that's so good for Argentina today?
I think they're a bit more balanced. With Almada, it gives them a different option. But I think against Cape Verde, they saw that they were too open. Too many counters. The big man wasn't connecting with that midfield. He didn't have people under him that were making sure they wasn't going to go back. Once the big man, obviously, Lionel Messi. But they are well balanced. I don't like that Argentinian team. I'm in a good way, by the way, because they look so well balanced and protected, and the little man can do what he has to do, and he does it all the time.
Straightforward, Zlatan, do you think straightforward today for Argentina?
I mean, they're going to do their thing. They're going to go to the quarterfinals. Egypt, so far, this is the strongest opponent they're going to face in Argentina, and this is set up for Messi to score 1, 2, maybe 3. Let's see.
Yeah, okay.
That team is scary. That's why I say I don't like it, because I'm thinking about France straight away.
Well, someone's thinking about England. All eyes are on Atlanta today, including from these watch parties in the capital cities of Buenos Aires and Cairo. Which team supporters will be celebrating today? Kickoff is coming up in just a few minutes. And let's have a look at this kid. Time of his life? Summer of 2026. He will remember it forever. He's going to see the first international match between two greats of their generation, Lionel Messi, Mo Salah. He is going to be spoilt today. Of that, there is no doubt. And it's the first ever World Cup meeting between these two. A quarter-final place is on the line. We'll take you to Atlanta for the walkouts and the anthems next.
Morning decisions. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house is chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and improved mood within months. Stop guessing. Start knowing. Visit Viome.com. V as in Victor, IOME.com.
The official language of football is trash talk, late-night group chats, memes, and unbelievable highlight clips. That's why Boost Mobile brings you our new global connection plan. The first plan ever made for WhatsApp. Get unlimited data, talk and text, international roaming, and calls to over 100 countries for just $40 a month.
$40 price includes $5 a month auto pay discount. After 40 gigabytes of premium high-speed data, speeds will be lowered. Coverage not available everywhere. Visit store or boostmobile.com for details.
Be here.
The stage is set.
Not wondering who wins.
20th career World Cup goal.
Or what happens next.
How could a World Cup get any better?
Just here. Because some moments, some stars, true greatness.
Good area to go! Argentina retake the lead!
It's not meant to be measured. It's meant to be felt.
Lionel Messi! And the finish is a masterclass.
These moments don't ask for predictions, only attention.
Chance to fire, he scores! That's a goal that dreams are made of.
Before the day is over, take one more look. Live in the magic.
On his way to the Golden Boot in 2026. It's just magnificent. It's just Lionel Messi.
Argentina and Messi, Egypt and Salah. At the World Cup.
This is going to be an incredible game.
We have a Mo and Messi morning for you. The winner of this one in Atlanta Stadium will face the winner of the game later, which is between Switzerland and Colombia. Take a look at these Argentina fans right now. Before the break, Alexi, Thierry talked about this team, the way they're playing today in terms of their formation, the way they're lining up. Anthony Edwards with the match ball out. Hang on, Thierry, I've got to come to you on this one.
Ooh.
Good.
He didn't have the same speed that when he goes to the basket, but he still reached. Wow, what a player.
We're starting to get some big names with those match balls, and I think that's going to continue as we head towards the final. But Lex, I was just saying about this lineup and the way that Argentina are going to line up against Mo Salah's Egypt today. Maybe they've had their blip against Cape Verde, and now they look scary. Do you agree?
Even great teams, and this is a great team defending their title, recognize that at different moments they can get away with something. But great teams are able to, even in that moment, get away with something. But they very, very quickly deal with the situation. And I think that's what we're seeing here. And, Thierry was talking about it earlier. There's a sentiment out there that this Argentina, they just throw the ball out and they just go out. That's not the case at all. It is by design. It is deadly. It's scary, to your point,
yes.
And I think that the adjustments that they have made to this could prove fatal to Mo Salah and company going forward. But we've seen surprises in this World Cup.
They're making Mo Salah and Egypt wait, that's for certain. Not yet in the tunnel, I don't think, the Argentina team. Let's talk about Mo Salah. There he is, Zlatan. And Thierry talked about him now coming and playing a little bit more inside. He has that thigh issue going up and down the wing. It's a problem. There you go. How about that for an embrace of superstars right there? Do you like Mo Salah in the middle?
No, I like him more on the wing, because there he gets more space, he can use his speed, and he has more time with the ball. Because when you play as number 10, there is not a lot of space there. You need to move quick, you need to think fast, and there is no space in that position. Let's say, like Thierry says, the zone 14, because there you gotta be quick. They will not give you a lot of time and to breathe with the ball. Especially when Paredes is there, he's going to be on you all the time. But when you're on the wing, you get more time, you get your one-by-one situations, and there I think he is at his best. To come inside the pitch and then throw that left foot in the second post, if they allow him to do it, because when you play in Liverpool was one thing, but when you play in your national team, it's different colleagues in the team. But he can still do the magic.
One of the best bits about the World Cup is the faces of the player escorts, the kids who look up at the players as they get to stand next to them. Wonderful stadium. Let's listen in as the players take the field.
They look at one player or all of them?
And now, fans, please rise if you're able for the playing of the national anthem of Argentina. Please remain standing if you're able for the playing of the national anthem of Egypt.
Argentina had a scare 4 days ago against Cape Verde, so just how wounded are they from that? The world champions go again for a place in the last 8. It kicks off next with Derek Ray and Rob Green.
iHeartRadio Did You Know? Presented by iHeartRadio. You know, what you're listening to right now. Did you know that iHeartRadio not only lets you listen to all your favorite AM/FM stations locally and nationwide for free, but iHeartRadio also has a team of people who are as passionate about music as you, working round the clock to hand curate playlists perfect for any mood or activity. We know the right soundtrack can help set the mood, change your mood, or enhance any activity. And that's why we have thousands of playlists tuned to fit any situation. The best part, you can listen to all your playlists for free. Tap the playlist tab in the iHeartRadio app and explore playlists to help you get in the zone while working out or chill when it's time to wind down. Playlists for a party, sleeping, cooking, gaming, or road tripping. Playlists curated with the best hits from every decade and playlists with the biggest hits from every genre. Tap the playlist tab and discover all the playlists available to you free from iHeartRadio. #1 for music, radio, and podcasting. All in one app.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on Fox is presented by the Home Depot.
Georgia on their minds today. Argentina versus Egypt here in Atlanta. The reigning world champions against the record African champions. And a quarter-final place, the considerable prize for the winners. Argentina taken to the brink of elimination in the last round by Cape Verde. Now face another African side The Pharaohs edged it on penalties against Australia. Well, let's run the rule over the starting 11s. Argentina make for interesting reading because Lionel Scaloni has altered the side in 3 positions. Nicolas Tagliafico for Facundo Medina at left back. Leandro Paredes in for Thiago Almada, who used to call the stadium home in his Atlanta United days. And Julian Alvarez preferred to Lautaro Martinez in attack. It's a record-extending 31st World Cup appearance for Lionel Messi. Egypt know they can become the 5th different African team to reach the last 8. They have Mohamed Lashin available again after suspension. He takes the place of Hamdi Fati. The one surprise is the inclusion of Haysem Hassan for his maiden competitive start, with Omar Marmoush, who's had a disappointing tournament, dropping out. Mohamed Salah with 68 goals for Egypt, 1 short of the record held by his coach, Hossam Hassan. Morning, everyone. Derek Ray here in Atlanta, joined on Fox by former England goalkeeper Rob Green. Hi, Rob.
Hello, Derek. Hello, everyone.
Argentina heavily Messi reliant. They got a fright against Cape Verde, and others are going to have to step forward if they're to lift the trophy again.
Yeah, you look at the goals that they've scored, 7 from Lionel Messi, another 4 from set pieces. So something has to give in terms of contribution. Someone, somewhere along the line, will need to contribute. Julian Alvarez has the supporting cast role this afternoon up front with him. So something in that Argentina team, a little bit freer. You may be looking at Paredes to control it, will then break through and come in. It's going to have to come from somewhere.
Tuesday lunchtime here in Hotlanta, as it's often called, but under the roof in climate-controlled conditions. Argentina trying to become the first country to successfully defend the World Cup outside their own continent. Only Italy in the 1930s and Brazil 1958 and 1962 have won back-to-back World Cups. Full stop. Egypt are the underdogs in their 4th tournament. I don't think they especially mind being underdogs. Argentina with Tagliafico added to the equation, operating on the left-hand side of the defence. It will be a slightly different look in midfield, as Rebecca and the team were discussing earlier on. Oh, this is what happened just in the first few seconds of the game, Rob.
Yeah, just a clash of knees on Enzo Fernandez. And he was the one I was interested in going to point out in this 4-1-3-2 that Argentina have newly set up. And Paredes sitting allows him the freedom on the left-hand side to bomb up. And it'd be really interesting to see his relationship with Julian Alvarez as all the attention and the focus gets drawn towards Messi. He has a great ability of bombing on through for Argentina.
As you saw there, Sergio Aguero amongst the Argentinian legends. There are many of them in attendance in the VIP tribune. The winner facing Switzerland or Colombia in the last 8. Referee, by the way, is the Frenchman Francois Letixier. And launched forwards by Emiliano Martinez. Well, he was flailing a bit there, Yasser Ibrahim. And the run made by Alexis McAllister for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez appears to be okay after going down early on in this game. Rodrigo de Paul, vastly experienced midfield man. It's a very familiar look about the Argentinian midfield when you think back to 2022 and the World Cup winning team.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're looking at Egypt in their shape. It's a back 5 at the minute. It'll come and flow, and Ashur on the left-hand side is one that you're thinking, well, we could break forward from there. But they'll sit in. It's pretty much the 2 up front.
Messi tried to ping it forward, but all the way through it goes. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Lionel Messi Well, it's one record after another. I have to say, it's very hard to keep track of all the new firsts when it comes to Messi.
Yeah, they just keep on ticking along. Let's just say he is fantastic, and we'll leave it at that. But it's interesting, Mo Salah there has just reprimanded Ashur on the left-hand side to say, you're playing in midfield, you stay up there. We'll go up in the 4-4-2. We're going to sit in this shape, not dropping in.
It's quite the race for the Golden Boot. Look at that. Star names all. Mbappe, Messi and Haaland all still alive in this World Cup. Mohamed Heni operating on the right-hand side of the Egyptian defence. He's had the misfortune to put the ball into his own net twice this tournament. They have Marwan Ateya sitting in front of the defence. Imam Ashur. Well, he really has caught the eye for Egypt, but that didn't look great, did it?
He may have caught the eye, he just got caught himself. He's up and he's okay, and resume their obdurate defence that they're going to sit in and sit tight, and they'll look for breaks, they'll look for the energy of Zico up front to get forward, and of course Mo Salah's in there. They've had tight games, 3-1-1 draws so far in this tournament.
Once again, Tagliafico attempted to make his way forward, never likely to get away with that intervention. Enzo Fernandez. Well, it is a joy, isn't it, to have Lionel Messi and Mohamed Salah on the same pitch. Two great entertainers of the modern football era, two great producers as well. They do more than just dazzle. Interesting that Egypt decided to include Aysem Hassan for the first time from the outset anyway. Asur, nothing wrong with the idea. He tried to release the left-back Karim Hafez. He seems to have a nice touch on the ball, Hafez and Asur. And back into the middle. And patrolling that sector of the pitch for Argentina was Nahuel Molina.
See Argentina's hustle and harry and doing it in numbers and pressing in numbers in there. Egypt did well to keep the ball through it. Rabia on the charge, coming out of defence.
Rani Rabia plays for Al Ain in the United Arab Emirates. There are 5 in the Egyptian side who play the club football for Al Ahly. The record champions, but not the current champions. That honour going to Zamalek. The great rivals historically. Asur. Bit of possession here, enjoyed by Egypt. They certainly surprised Belgium in the opening match that we covered in Seattle. In the group stage, took the lead in that game through. Asur. Belgium needed all their time to draw. Hassan. And he decided that it was worth having a run by the touchline, and he's likely going to be seeing plenty of Tagliafico.
It's fortunate there, Tagliafico, not to get a yellow card. Advanced position. It was a good run, good touch beyond, and then he was going to get there. But an opportunity for Egypt here.
Mohamed Salah at the controls. He's been joined by Asur. Ibrahim, one of the players up from the back. Let's see if this approach works. Salah just released it, and Argentina needed to have bodies back. Lisandro Martinez having to carry out his defensive chores. Early stages here in Atlanta, Georgia. Great to have the pleasure of your company. Intriguing round of 16 contest. Argentina, the reigning champions. Will they be troubled by Egypt? Enzo Fernandez. A disappointing end as far as he was concerned. Think back to the last World Cup, and of course they didn't begin that World Cup with Fernandes in the lineup, but he was a key addition, shoring things up. Really took off as the performances hit their heights.
He was the controller in there. Today it is Paredes, as you can see him just dropping into that centre midfield, that deep line centre midfield position around the centre circle. Gives a licence to the other Argentinian players to basically get around Messi and be the supporting roles within their own little sort of quadrant in the attacking roles.
And Messi has made the run, tried to trap the ball. You never quite know where he's going to take up his station. Lionel Messi, something of a roving commission in this Argentinian constellation. McAllister and De Paul with freedom for Argentina. Offside flag was up. Arriving on the scene was Fernandes.
Let's just give Enzo Fernandez the benefit of the doubt and say that he knew it was offside, because this is an incredible miss. Yes, it's fired at him. It's easier to score the miss in there, but behind the left back, Havertz, is a space there. They're looking to be man-to-man on that left-hand side. He's getting drawn in, so there's a little bit of an opening there.
Henny. And Ibrahim. Very much a late developer, 33 now. Mainstay of the Egyptian defence, but it's only his 23rd cap. Dibu, as they call him, Martinez. McAllister is trying to touch that one on. It's always interesting to assess, to quantify Argentina. Not a great deal of pace in the side, so they do it with technique. They do it almost by wearing down the opposition. Hafez decided to cut in. The free kick has been given. Free kick to Egypt in favour of Hafez. Matea and Lachine get through a power of work in midfield for the Pharaohs. Lachine, who's just back from suspension, missed the penalty shootout win over Australia. Rami Rabia across the defence. Ibrahim. Aysem Hassan.
That's poor. That's poor. They're comfortable in possession. There's no need. Argentina are allowing that switch to say, go on, do it. Tempt them in. Don't get lulled into the trap. You're fine keeping the ball. The two centre midfielders, two centre halves are happy with the ball. Just slowly build your way up the pitch. You can do it just as Argentina do.
Martinez had a targeted kicking there. Problem was solved by Rabia. Don't forget, coming up next, the last of a round of 16 games. Switzerland taking on Colombia. That's in Vancouver. That'll be after this match on Fox. Tagliafico's pass for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez. Sandro Martinez had quite the game for himself against Cape Verde. It was such a topsy-turvy football match, that one. Argentina relieved more than joyous, I think, at the end, Rob.
Yeah, they rode the luck at times and really got caught up within the game. The lack of control of that game, I think, has brought around these changes. To see more of this, just possession, steady. No need to be getting into a harem-scarum game like they did against Cape Verde.
It's Alvarez who ran into trouble. Asur fell there. De Paul is arguing the Argentinian case. Messi getting involved in the discussion as well. He'll be the judge.
Well, Asur knew he'd lost the ball. Might have been a slightest bit of contact, but see De Paul's frustration.
Salah. All the while, Mustafa Zico wearing number 11, waiting inside the box. Hassan, there's Zico, just missed out him. Just couldn't make contact with it. Ibrahim's pass. Lachine, that one for Henny to go after. And a corner to Egypt is the outcome.
That's positive from Egypt. You're looking, and they say looking at confidence on the ball, to keep playing, to keep passing.
That's one of the greats, Mario Kempes. Oh, what a striker he was. Starman in 78 for Argentina. Asur. And it does come in this time, and what a start made by Egypt. A goal from Yasser Ibrahim, the central defender. Argentina wounded. Ibrahim with only his second international goal, and that is a turn-up for the books.
Well, the Argentinians in Atlanta are stunned because it's a wonderful goal, a brilliant ball, and they just don't get out to it quick enough. They don't step up quick enough. Argentina just attacks it brilliantly. It's a wonderful ball in. You can see the stretch. It's a fantastic header. Just climbs high, powers it in the corner. Argentina are behind for the first time in the World Cup. It's a new question to be asked of the reigning champions.
And sheer delight for the record African champions. A long way to go, but that's quite the statement. And Argentina have got to pick themselves up. Molina didn't do a great job on that occasion, running into trouble. Asur, Egypt, buoyed by that goal. Zico with the flick. It's hoping to dovetail with Salah. Well, how about that?
It's an incredible opening. They're just saying that they're growing in confidence, they're feeling okay, and they're keeping the ball okay. It's not a lot of pressure. We saw them being hassled and harried in the opening minutes, and then there, just a setback and a cross, and there was no pressure on the ball in. And then in the mismatch at the far post.
Cristiano Romero gave it to Molina. That was slack again from him, and Salah asking the question about a possible free kick, not getting the answer that he was hoping for from Francois Letexier.
That was a clever little turn from a good ball into him, but it's been sloppy from Argentina all of a sudden. I had a feeling they're a little bit stunned. The stadium certainly is.
It's going to end up being a throw for Egypt. McAllister, 27-year-old, plays for Liverpool. Often sits deep-ish in this setup. Big part of the build-up, however. Zico together there with Cristiano Romero, his second World Cup.
I've got to think that Egypt's the one, this maybe negative, that it is an early goal. You've got a long old time to have to wait for the for the final whistle now, but they've just got to keep playing, keep doing the thing, get the joy where they've got it from so far.
Alvarez, the man they call La Araña, the spider. Yasser Ibrahim with the goal of record. And Egypt in dreamland against Argentina. But we know what Argentina are capable of, and it can happen in a blink of an eye. Enzo Fernandez, and here is Messi, who has dropped into the deeper position to collect the ball. Can they knit things together? Well, the challenge coming in there, and it's a penalty. Hassan mistimed it, and Francois Letexier did not hesitate. Opportunity for Argentina to level matters straight away.
Well, there was barely a reaction initially, and there's the gap in behind the fullback again. He's gone too late to press the ball. Whether he's onside or not isn't in doubt. And then as soon as he doesn't make contact with the ball, there's no real decision for Francois Letexier to make. It's a blatant penalty. Late. He got there when he could, it was just too late. And an immediate response from Argentina.
Well, they're talking it over to Paul and the French referee. Lionel Messi, let's not forget, isn't always perfect. And he squandered one from the spot against Austria in Dallas in the group stage.
He's missed 2 of his last 3 as well, so this, for the great man, is not a given.
Opposing Messi is Mustafa Shobir. Tense moment here in Atlanta. All eyes on Lionel Messi. Oh, it's saved by Shobir. Goodness gracious me. Messi denied. Argentina foiled. High drama here.
Brilliant from Shobir. He's gone early, but he's gone hard, and he had to. There's a booking on the bench from the reaction for the tackle, but tensions and emotions are running high here in Atlanta. Because that was a fantastic save from the best in the world. It's gone early, but it's close to him. It's a good height. And to be honest, it's not a stretch at all for Shobir.
Mustafa Shobir, his dad Ahmed, played in goal for Egypt at the 1990 World Cup. As we saw, action taken immediately there as things got a bit heated on the bench. Looking there at Hossam Hassan, who was the record scorer for Egypt, also their coach. This is the moment again.
He's hit it hard, but not in the corner. And if you get it right as a keeper and you're going that way, you go early enough, and he went early enough. You get your power into your dive, you feel like you're going to save it, and it ended up being routine.
I mentioned that we're playing in cool conditions because of the aircon here in Atlanta. But my goodness, temperatures have risen based on the opening 22 minutes of action. It's Egypt in the lead. That goal from Ibrahim. And then shortly after that, a penalty award for Argentina. But Lionel Messi unable to finish the job from the spot. Credit to Shobir, who gambled on direction and won. Asur is looking to connect that time with Zico. Movement off the ball from Tagliafico. Wasn't the only one. McAllister going into the centre. Hola Albi Celeste. And the foul by Lisandro Martinez for Argentina.
Manchester United versus Liverpool battle that we've seen before in the past, but
well, there we have it. A break in the action. And food for thought as far as Lionel Scaloni and Argentina are concerned. The Egyptians are delighted. They forged ahead. Yasser Ibrahim with that headed goal. And then Messi denied by Shobia. 1-0 to Egypt in Atlanta.
Morning decisions. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house, it's chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
An upper corner shot's just deflected by the goalie. It's a corner kick. Wow! Incredible!
Beautiful shot!
No, that fan earned 2% cash rewards buying Pulisic merch.
They're using the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo, which scores unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases.
Scoring 2% more. Wonder what that's like.
Oh, it's like...
Score off the field with the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Visa, worldwide partner of FIFA World Cup 26.
Impressive.
For many, Lionel Messi is and will always be the greatest. But failure on his part to score from the spot, and that could loom large in the context of this game here in Atlanta, Georgia. That's how it looks outside, boiling hot again, cool inside. Tell you who was cool, this man, Shobia.
Well, it was an interesting dynamic that it was the same side he missed against Austria for Argentina. He's just wondering whether he'd go the same way, read the same things as previously gone high and straight. But obviously took his time and took his moment and picked it.
Arsene Wenger in attendance, as he very often is at the key games. Senior official with FIFA nowadays, best known for his time as manager of Arsenal. Hafez brought the ball under control. Very much a forward-going left-back. Natea Lachine. Hassan, who gave away the penalty, looked a bit lost in tracking back.
Yeah, I think it was a good hydration break for Egypt, just to say, right, let's calm back down again. Let's get back to what we're good to. They're getting lured into trying to go man-to-man against the whole myriad of players for Argentina. They're just sitting off being centre forward. That's where the gaps are opening.
It's confident play seconds ago by Paredes, who touched the ball again just now. Well, Messi knows he's got to try to airbrush that moment from history. Julian Alvarez for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez. Tagliafico. Lisandro Martinez, and here is Paredes. And now with Nahuel Molina. Space afforded Rodrigo de Paul. Tantalising one. McAllister with a header saved by Shobia. Did enough again for Egypt. And the header by Hafez. Assur Hafez thunders it forwards.
Well, the penalty save was good. That was even better. Wonderful reactions. Be set, be ready. You're never quite sure who's going to head it as the ball flashes across. Really well met by Alexis McAllister, but Shapir again, the hero.
He's 26 years of age. He's had a very impressive tournament so far, only enhancing his reputation in the last few minutes. Here's Messi. The distinctive shuffle of feet. And Fernandes took a reflection of Ibrahim into the clutches of Shobia, who bowls it out. And Salah was hoping to be the recipient.
Just need to take a breather here, Egypt. They just need a stoppage in the game of some sorts. All of a sudden, it's wave after wave.
Salah looking for a bit of running room. Got the break of the ball. Well, it was calmly back by Romero in the end. Martinez had got himself into a bit of a pickle. Messi. Eyeing the movement off the ball here. De Paul with McAllister waiting in the centre for Argentina. Paredes did his job that time as Argentina tried to click into a higher, more dangerous gear. Again, McAllister. Well, they don't like it, the Egyptian players. Ateya in particular. Free kick has been awarded.
Yeah, they're really struggling, Egypt, in that area, and it's almost like a basketball key around the hoop that you've got to get in and get out, and Argentina are using it just as that, and they're firing the passes in there to whichever player is wanting to drop into that space. And at the minute, Egypt can't deal with the players getting in there. That's a fantastic save. Just be set, be ready. Say Alexis McAllister got a really good contact, just too close to the goalkeeper.
Alexis McAllister comes from quite the footballing family. Remember years ago, commentating on his dad, Carlos Javier. Probably shouldn't admit that. But it's fact. Now Lionel Messi. With every Argentinian fan behind him.
It's a long way out, but you wouldn't put it past him.
Argentina need inspiration. Messi! And across went Shobia.
Given a corner, but it hit the post. He had it judged to perfection there, Shubir.
Now that was the initial reaction. Corner given, but now it's gone the other way. Messi this time.
It was that distance. It allowed him to get all the way across, and I'll tell you what, if you're on your game as a keeper, that is unbelievable judgment. I don't think I've ever done that in my life.
Well, it is always an education working with you, Rob, particularly when it comes to the art of goalkeeping and the nuances, the little things that matter, which outfield players, to be honest, can't relate to. It's not their fault.
No, well, within it, the 800 or so games that I played in my career, I never intentionally let it hit the post. Let's put it that way.
No. Argentina to repeat, trailing for the first time at this World Cup.
Just need some bounce passes, just get the ball moving at Egypt, just to get us in space. This is no good. You're going to lose the ball again.
Zico trying to get into his stride. Turned out of play by Lisandro Martinez of Manchester United. Really important block at the end of the Cape Verde game to deny Helio Varelas. Lionel Scaloni, who has pretty much enjoyed nothing but success since taking over the reins of Argentina, but bit of a problem here in Atlanta. Asur was the man who had taken up the central position, and overly rugged was Lachine. Well, that's the way he plays.
Keep doing it. I'll tell you what, it was unfortunate there. It's just a clash of bodies really more than anything, but these little breaks in the game stop the momentum, stop the flow. Gives Egypt a little bit of time to regroup, reset, go again. You do it in units of time now. Get yourself through to half-time.
As I mentioned, so many Argentinian players from the past. Omar Ustari amongst those in attendance. Javier Zanetti is here as well. So Egypt showing a bit of composure on the ball. Henny and Hassan. As for Oviedo in Spain, actually French-born, Egyptian dad, Tunisian mum. Asur. It's a bit of a colourful past. He's got himself into trouble on and off the pitch, but no denying his talent. Emam Asur, 2 goals at this World Cup, but couldn't keep the ball. There's Hafez, and ambitious, to say the least. Well, it was going to take something very special indeed, and it was with his wrong foot as well there from Hafez.
Yeah, 2 arms up in apology. I think if he had a third, that would have been raised as well. Not the right decision.
Messi, by the way, has missed 4 of his 8 penalties at the World Cup. So it's both that he's taken in this tournament.
Of course, Lautaro Martinez has scored 1. Not on the pitch, obviously.
Paredes, that was a gorgeous ball for Tagliafico. McAllister, Messi, and they worked the little 1-2. De Paul. Asur got back there to buttress the Egypt defence with 10 minutes to go to half-time, and Egypt continue to lead against Argentina. Romero, and here is Lisandro Martinez. Delighted you've chosen to join us here in Atlanta. Argentina with the possession edge. Doesn't come as a great shock. Paredes. Enzo Fernandez decided to take over. It's Alvarez linking the play. Tagliafico has often been very high up the pitch in this half. Paredes. Tussle there between De Paul and Hafez. Asur. Well, he was pretty assured and gave it leather. Bit of a hopeful hoist, however.
Just see Zico running towards the ball now, but he's dropped in, number 11. He's doing a job to drop in to midfield. That's blocking off the line passes into the likes of Alexis McAllister, who's by the referee. That's why all of a sudden it's coming a little bit more congested for Argentina.
Well, the quarterfinals will soon be upon us. First one, France against Morocco on Thursday. That'll be in Boston. Coverage starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on Fox. So a rest day tomorrow. What are we going to do with ourselves? Not sure. Now Messi, play raging on. Lionel Messi. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, not what he had planned in his mind.
That was an opening more by luck than anything else.
Diego Simeone in attendance.
Now Dadov. He's getting more and more anxious, and this is why. Wonderfully whipped ball. Just allowed Ibrahim Yassir, and then wonderfully read by Shabir.
Well, we often think that Messi is superhuman, and with good reason. Said goodbye to Cristiano Ronaldo yesterday. His World Cup is over. Won't be playing in this tournament again. And of course, so many hoping this is not the last tango from Lionel Messi. That doesn't apply just to Argentinians either. As Paredes wasn't a bad idea. Oh, and it's another save from Shabir Alvarez with that instinctive attempt. It wouldn't go in.
It's utter brilliance from Shabir. It's a connection that he could have hoped for. Alvarez, and then down to his left-hand side. And just looking at the power through his legs that gives him the strength into the arm. And he's injured himself in the process. He's shocked himself that he's made the save. There's a jolt through his shoulder that's given him the problem. See his reaction there now. He didn't know he was going to make that save. That is goalkeeping of the highest order.
Argentina at the end of their patience, because they have run into a goalkeeper in Shabir in world-class form. They're helping him back up onto his feet. An inspirational presence. And Diego Simeone, not the only one who surely thought that was going to go in. His own player, of course, Alvarez, Atletico. And Messi now contemplates the corner for Argentina. Asur and McAllister.
Oh, McAllister's causing the issue, but he's just a decoy. Three at the far post and waiting beyond in the distance that you can see.
Messi with it, was looking for that head flick, which did come from Tagliafico. Through it goes for what will be a goal kick. First half ebbing away. And Argentina chasing this game. The reigning world champions under the cosh. Yasser Ibrahim with the goal on 15 minutes. Argentina have lost on each of the last 4 occasions when they have conceded the first goal in a World Cup match. That's all the way back to defeating Mexico in the round of 16 in Germany in 2006. Here's De Paul. Crashed off Salah. Molina, Nahuel Molina, another Atletico player in Spain and the ranks of Argentina. Here's De Paul. Paredes. Do they have a bit of magic in their repertoire here? And it was Tagliafico, almost like a left winger.
They're getting bodies forward now, but Egypt aren't getting bodies forward themselves. And it's one-way traffic. I feel like it's just a clinging on job now till half-time.
One more attempt on that left flank. Alvarez was in the middle. Was able to play it back. Messi. Look at all the red shirts back, but the shot does come in. Alvarez was hovering outside the area on that occasion.
Look at the red shirts in front of him. And a little glimmer of an opening for the initial ball into Alvarez.
Don't forget, coming up, the Bank of America halftime show with Rebecca Lowe, Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Alexi Lalas in the studio. A lot for them to discuss.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Salah really turning on the style, but then running into McAllister. De Paul, oh, he gives it away. Wasn't very smooth. Asur for Hafez. Playing in a little triangle on this near side. Egypt, Salah. And Paredes got in the way. McAllister. Martinez. Now De Paul. Messi. To ride the challenge. It was illegal in nature coming in from Marwan Atia.
A big few moments this. Looking at closing stages of the first half. Just over a minute ago, we'll have the injury time, but Egypt will be looking at this 45-minute mark to say, get us there with the clean sheet.
In by Messi, safe pair of hands. Shobia, who has been immaculate.
Just caps off the first half of his dreams, really.
James Corden of the After Hours crew will be on Fox tonight. Another nightly wrap of today's World Cup action. And Sophie Cunningham is amongst the guests this evening on Fox at 11 p.m. local time.
Salah doing as much as he can just to hold up play and just get turned and get running towards the Argentinian defence and just kill a bit of time and move the clock forward towards half-time.
5 minutes to be added on at the end of this half. Egypt with the lead. Who was predicting that before a ball was kicked in anger today here in Atlanta? They've all put in the work in this first half. The Egyptian players, Asur, Molina sticking to his task. De Paul, McAllister. Tagliafico available to the left, but he shuns the chance to play it to him, and it's De Paul. Argentina once again in construction mode. Unbeaten in 10 successive matches at the FIFA World Cup. De Paul didn't quite have the invitation attached. That cross. Alvarez does often drop deep, and Messi tried to find the right angle, but effective defending by Karim Hafez for Egypt, and back with Shobia.
Really well read, wasn't it? Really well tracked, and they've watched the videos from the Cape Verde game. They've seen that run before, thinking, no way, not today, but...
And nobody in the vicinity. So it was clipped forward by Marwan Atia. Alvarez adjudged to have been the guilty party. Together there with Rabia. There's going to be a slight pause.
A little nudge in the back that set him off course, and it's the landing. Ribs. Real jolt for Rabia.
Oh, quite the eventful first half. Egypt with the goal, courtesy of Yasser Ibrahim.
Well, they've had our chances, Argentina. You can't say that it's been perfect defence from Egypt, and that will give them encouragement. And also you feel that Scaloni coming in at half-time. You're wondering whether they can come up with a plan B, whether it is just keep doing the same because we believe that we're going to create enough chances that Messi will take one, that Alvarez will take one, and from there it's 45 minutes, yes, but just keep the belief in the players that you've got on the pitch.
Messi, by the way, has scored all 6 of Argentina's open play goals at this World Cup. On the area where he's really been found wanting is on the penalty spot. Hassan. Well, it wasn't a bad run on the man who's come into the team for his first competitive start. De Paul. Nowhere to go, really. And Molina across their defence.
Sure, bottom left of your screen is in trouble. I think he needs to come off to signal to the bench. Number 8 for Egypt is saying, my game's done. Just need to get back into shape and hope that the ball goes out of play.
Imam Assour certainly moving gingerly. Enzo Fernandez, Lionel Messi. The last gasps of the first half, this round of 16 contest here at the World Cup. Alvarez and Fernandez for Tagliafico. Referred to Facundo Medina by Lionel Scaloni today. Plenty of movement off the ball. Messi receiving it. Got it back. And, well, it grinds to a halt. The flag up. Nothing there for Argentina, and we've almost had the 5 additional minutes.
All eyes on the Egyptian bench, looking to make the change, and I'm sure stretching off down below us. Just saying, now he's saying, well, actually, hold on, might fancy a bit more of this in the second half.
Substitution certainly in the offing. Assour is not going to be able to carry on.
It's him saying my game is done. That's what we saw down below, is it's just taken a while for subs to get ready.
There's going to be Hamdi Fati to come on for Egypt. Hassan. And he was making the overlapping run. Salah. Not one that will live long in his memory. Approaching 6 minutes of stoppage time now. Messi all the way up towards McAllister, but there is the heroic figure in this first half, Shobia, and he let it be known that he had custody of the ball inside his own penalty area. Egypt with the half-time advantage. Ibrahim scoring, Shobia saving from the spot, denying Lionel Messi. Back to Rebecca.
Derek and Rob, thank you very much for what a start to your Tuesday. Egypt giving Argentina another scare. Lionel Messi having another penalty missed. We'll get the thoughts of these three when we come back for your halftime show.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
A quiet residential neighborhood erupts in chaos. Carmine Galante, the feared boss of the Bonanno crime family, lies dead. His cigar still clutched between his teeth.
Masked men walked into Joe and Mary's luncheonette in Brooklyn today and gunned down Carmine Galante, a man believed to be the most powerful mafia chieftain in the country.
The execution sent shockwaves through the criminal underworld and set the stage for one of the most pivotal criminal cases in New York City history. From the minds behind the acclaimed television series comes Law and Order: Criminal Justice System. This isn't a scripted drama. These are real stories told by the people who have lived them.
My father should have been a dead man.
For decades, the mafia had New York City in a stranglehold, with law enforcement seemingly powerless to intervene. But the murder of Carmine Galante marked the beginning of the end. Discover how a group of young prosecutors took on the mafia, and with the help of law enforcement, brought down its most powerful figures. I'm Anasika Nicolazzi, and from Wolf Entertainment and iHeart Podcasts, this is Law & Order: Criminal Justice System.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
The free iHeartRadio app is #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
Lisa Sky Hain loved working with people.
I want to do something that really lights me up. I love creating community, connecting people.
She was excited about her new job.
Day one, literally 8 a.m., I have an email that says, "Good morning. Let's create the largest networking community on the planet."
Lisa's new boss was a 6'5" entrepreneur from Israel named Adam Newman, and he had a brand new startup called WeWork.
I remember thinking, all right, I'm about to be on a ride.
Why is this a better idea for millennials than working at home or finding an office?
We like to say this is for the we generation. It's not limited by age or gender.
He said that they were elevating the consciousness of people on the planet.
It was $1 billion idea.
The co-working giant WeWork is amongst the most valuable startups in the world.
Downtown Vancouver.
We work here in Shenzhen.
Vivo, खुला है मुंबई के.
From Wondery, the makers of Dr. Death and Business Wars, comes a new series, We Crashed, about a $47 billion startup.
There was a lot of talk about movement and culture and spiritual awakening and empowerment. And quite frankly, it just all sounded, it's easy to say no.
That was just too good to be true.
One of my colleagues turned to me and said, this is a cult.
I'm David Brown, the host of Business Wars. We Crashed wherever you're listening right now.
Listen and follow this podcast for free on the iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
Penalty miss in the tournament. He is now the first player to miss 2 penalties at a single World Cup. Welcome inside our halftime show. Rebecca Lowe, Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Alexi Lalas. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Because there was a lot that was going on in that first half of this round of 16 game, Thierry, between Lionel Messi's Argentina and Mo Salah's Egypt.
Let's start with the goal. I'm surprised with that one. I didn't see that coming. But what a header from Yasser Ibrahim. As you're going to see here, it's never easy when a team is trying to come back out and push out of the box, and the cross goes the other way. As you're going to see here, they're trying to push. Whoop, as you're going to see here, the ball is going to go. Ibrahim stayed in between the two. Ball is on the money. Header is on the money, going to the bank. 1-0 Egypt.
All right, Argentina looked around and said, wait a second, this is not how the script is supposed to go. Let's get back to business. Right down the other end, a couple minutes later, Tagliafico gets taken down. Clear penalty. Hassan takes him down. Yep, just pushes it by, takes the hit. All right, order restored, right? Messi steps up. One of the greatest players ever to play the game. He's human. He's human. As you mentioned, second time in this tournament, and yet he is still tied for the lead in Golden Boot. So still a lot of time to play, but yeah.
Then he's going to try from a free kick far away. Hits the post. Maybe the goalie didn't want to take a risk by touching the ball, but could have been consequences there. Then another great opportunity by Argentina. Julian Alvarez tackling the first post, but what a save, what a save, what a reflex. It looked like he got injured there, but I think he took time to recover because he knew he did a great save.
Well, chaps, let's have another look, shall we, at Lionel Messi's penalty miss from a different perspective. Certainly not, as Lexi said, what you'd expect from him. Thanks to our partners at FIFA for helping this technology come to life. And you can find and play the new FIFA World Cup Launch Edition on Netflix Games.
Rebecca, you have your own Art de Football or what?
I know. Did you like that?
No.
We'll be out in Atlanta. Thank goodness. Next.
Introducing B of A Rewards, a new loyalty program with rewards for every ambition. From cashback deals on brands you know and love to a credit card rewards bonus. From fueling up to rewards that fuel your goals. It all starts with a Bank of America checking account and grows from there. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Open or enroll your account at bankofamerica.com/BofA rewards. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house is chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo, so every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach. I thought those were good for me. What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and improved mood within months. Stop guessing. Start knowing. Visit Viome.com. V as in Victor, IOME.com.
Morning decisions. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
The official language of football is trash talk, late-night group chats, memes, and unbelievable highlight clips. That's why Boost Mobile brings you our new global connection plan, the first plan ever made for WhatsApp. Get unlimited data, talk and text, international roaming, and calls to over 100 countries for just $40 a month.
$40 price includes $5 a month auto pay discount. After 40 gigabytes of premium high-speed data, speeds will be lowered. Coverage not available everywhere. Visit store or boostmobile.com for details.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you about the Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite. It's bright, it's bubbly, it's back.
The Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich, it's so rich, and you can choose between the original or the spicy filet.
Ooh, boy.
And then you got those pickled jalapenos tucked right under the filet, and then just to top it all off, you've got a little honey drizzle right on top.
Okay, now I'm a pimento fan.
And I'm feeling the dragon fruit.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free all Memorial Day weekend. Smooth sailing with the greatest from the 70s and 80s. Just open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and start listening now.
Well, they're loving it, as they should, so far in Cairo. Egypt with a 1-0 half-time lead. For more from Atlanta, let's check back in pitchside. Jules Breach, Javier Hernandez, Clarence Sadoff. Jules, all yours.
Rebecca, Atlanta Stadium has been stunned, not once, but twice in that first half. First of all, when Egypt took the lead, and secondly, when Messi had his penalty saved. Javier, did you expect Messi to slot that one away?
I mean, no one, no, but the best miss sometimes. You know, we saw it as well with Brazil, you know, these circumstances. But I think that's going to boost him, even though we're talking about Leo Messi, that's going to boost him. We see after he missed, he started running, he started trying to play. He doesn't want to let their national team down, you know. So I think in the second half he's going to go for everything.
All in.
All in, all in.
And they will have to go all in because Egypt has had really a very, very clear strategy. Argentina is one of the best in pressing. And get out of the press means you need to do first touches. There's a lot of movement without ball. When they start playing vertical, the ball comes back and a first touch, meaning all the players that come running, they have to break and then run backwards, so they're always a bit late. And I think that is disruptive for Argentina. They're not able to get the ball fast back, so they need to, be patient. And this can be in favor of Egypt.
And even in the goal, Clarence, he was Ashur was doing a play. He passed the ball back, and then one-touch cross. That's what helps them, and the
exactly.
head and aim, so
it has happened in many occasions, and the goal was actually the perfect execution of that.
Totally. Well, the last 4 times that Argentina have conceded first in a World Cup match, they've gone on to lose the game. So, are Egypt on course for what would be a famous World Cup victory, Rebecca?
Guys, thank you so much. For our moment of the half, sponsored by Bank of America. So we've had a Messi miss. We've also had a goal. Yasser Ibrahim's first World Cup goal, disrupting Argentina. Their keeper, Mustafa Shabir, by the way, down the other end, having himself a game as well. Egypt are halfway there.
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house is chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
Hi there. Welcome to Huntington Bank. We're new here, but we've been around since 1866, and we believe that we should all get more from money.
Okay, like what?
Well, like bankers that take the time to learn your whole financial picture and help plan the best path with you.
That sounds good.
And accounts that automatically build your savings each day.
Ooh, I like that.
How about getting paid up to 2 days early?
Okay, now you're just showing off.
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
You've got to try the new TikTok diet.
Just ask chat.
I just take blue-green algae.
You just have to eat kale. Kale, kale, kale.
I read you should put butter in your coffee.
Or you could trust your gut. When it comes to your energy, digestion, and overall health, how do you know what's actually right for you? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to show what's going on inside you right now. Not trends, not guesses, your biology. With your results, Viome gives you clear, personalized, actionable guidance. Which foods help you, which ones don't, and which supplements your body actually can benefit from. All based on the world's largest gut health databases and thousands of clinical research studies. Many people who use Viome report better digestion, more energy, and an improved mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing.
And maybe still eat the kale?
Maybe. Learn more at Viome.com. V as in Victor, IOME.com. Viome. Trust your gut.
And eat everything blue.
No, thank you.
The best skaters, BMX riders, and moto athletes in the world don't compete in leagues. Until now. The X Games League Championship is live from New Orleans, July 24th through 26th. 3 days of elite action sports, plus performances from Metro Boomin, JID, Subtronics, and Bunt. Watch on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN2. Stream on the ESPN app, Roku, Kick, Amazon, and X Games YouTube. The inaugural champion gets crowned this July.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on Fox is presented by the Home Depot.
و86 واخيرا في 2022 مره ثانيه على طول ركنيه القصيره كره العاليه فرصه تسجيل الهدف الاول الهدف الاول يا ياسر يسجل
So Argentina trail at half-time of a World Cup match for the first time since the 2010 quarter-final against Germany. Little Messi, your old teammate Thierry Henry and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 4 out of 8 World Cup penalties he's missed. Starting to play on his mind then, Zlatan.
I don't think it's playing with his mind. We all missed penalties. Me missed, Henry missed, Alexi never took a penalty, so he never missed. And Messi missed more than 4 out of 8. So it happens. This is part of the game, and he's showing he's human. Not everything can be perfect, even though things have been perfect for him.
If they get another one, does he take it?
For sure. He doesn't let it go. He will step up, and if he misses again, he will take also the third one. That's the way these players are built. They don't give up.
Substitution for Egypt. We'll take you back to Derek Ray and Rob Green.
Yes, thank you, Rebecca. Let's tell you about that substitution. Hamdi Fati has come on for Eman Ashour for Egypt. He was discomfited right at the end of the first half. And so a personnel change. Egypt with the lead. And how about this for a statistic? They touched the ball, officially speaking, just once in the opposition penalty area. That was for the goal. Messi, does he mean business? in this second half. It's Egypt in the red shirts. Well, we said at the beginning it wouldn't bother them one jot being cast as underdogs. They have had a tremendous amount of defending to do, and the expectation is more to come, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely, and the response to that, with Fati coming on for the injured Ashour, is a slight change in shape. It's more of a 4-3-3 with Mo Salah up front as a centre forward, Zico on the left-hand side, so they've got that area that when they lose the ball and they're in that shape, it becomes a 4-5-1. That area in front of the centre forward is heavily congested with red shirts. That's the response from the manager, Hassan Hassan. We'll have to see how long they can hold on to that for.
Enzo Fernandez for Alexis McAllister at that time. Fernandez again. Paredes. And Molina went zipping forward from his right back position. A lot goes through Paredes when he's in the side. Messi had made himself available. That block in place for the Pharaohs again. Tagliafico. Fernandez. Messi. Those distinctive steps. Fernandez and Messi. And the 1-2. Messi laying it off. Well, the shot from De Paul. Too straight to bother this man, Shobia.
And the finish didn't match the layoff and the work up to it, because Messi's dropped off. He's recognised already that there's so much space outside of that midfield area. I'm just going to go and then work my way in there.
Well, he's having one of the games of his life. Still a long way to go, and Tagliafico is not having it. A judge to have fouled Hassan.
Frustrations already for Argentina. Got a toe on the ball, and Hassan knew that he'd lost the ball. Went down in hope more than expectation, I feel.
Running through the Egypt team there, Salah in his customary position. Zico has had to do most of his work without the ball.
He's drifting in off the left-hand side. He's wide. It's just a case of how long Zico can last doing that. It's going to take so much energy for him to be in defence and then get back.
Alvarez, Messi making that long-bursting run. Lionel Messi. Well, the challenge came in from Rabia. And a goal kick is the verdict, much to the chagrin of Lionel Messi and Argentina, who continue to trail here in Atlanta.
More frustration for Messi and Argentina. Had a little opening there. Surprising, considering the angle of the game, where they are in the context of everything. He can even get a yard of space on the pitch.
Paredes almost seems to have plenty of time as he goes to work in central midfield. Fernandez. Molina. De Paul just beyond him. Molina again. So they push it around here, Argentina. Paredes. Fernandez. Tagliafico. And he just moved forward from his defensive position to try to deal with the threat. Over it comes, and it was beyond Tagliafico. Digging in Adea for Egypt. See if the break is on. Hassan gave away the penalty earlier. The goalkeeper Shobia coming to the rescue of Egypt, saving that spot kick from Lionel Messi.
Does well there, Hassan, just to get the ball up the pitch, get it, move it, keep moving it, get tackled, win a throw-in. You feel him Francois Letexier, the referee, might be doing a few more of these countdowns in this second half.
It sort of goes with the territory, doesn't it? Situation Egypt are in, trying to protect this advantage against the reigning world champions. This is tension central on this Tuesday here at the FIFA World Cup. Enzo Fernandez. Paredes. Fernandez just looking around him, decided that Tagliafico represented the best option. Paredes wanted it back and got his wish. Fernandez. Well, having to scurry and cover it was Hafez, who went sliding over. Fernandez and McAllister. Paredes being hassled. Salah not getting away with that, just as he tried to make the move with the ball at his feet.
He's a lucky man, Paredes, because he was away, Mo Salah. Still a long way from goal. He was waiting for that moment, Mo Salah. He's the furthest forward. I mean, it's only 30 yards from the Egyptian goal, but he is the furthest forward, and he will break.
Yeah, it's all relative, Rob, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chipped in by Messi, and he was happy to punch it away. Shobir has been taking most things cleanly. Here's Paredes. And Paredes varying things, and plenty of power, not quite the requisite accuracy.
Yeah, plenty of time as well. From here, this was Mo Salah. Not getting that touch that he needed, but the opening, the tension, possibility was there. Shabir's going to have a lot of pressure on him in this second half. He's got to take a lot of responsibility, as brilliantly as he was in the first.
And Hassan got the pass that time from Mohamed Heni. Lachine switching it over to Hafez. Couldn't keep the ball for terribly long, the Pharaohs. McAllister. Well, Francois Letexier was on the scene there. Just brushed off him. Hence restarted by means of the drop ball. The wait goes on for an Argentina goal. Is it going to arrive? Or are they going to be dumped out of the competition in the round of 16? Tagliafico. That deep ball in, not really problematic for Hafez. Messi. No way through for Lionel Messi. Salah was in position to try to trouble Cristiano Romero, but to no avail. There's Assour, Imam Assour, now a spectator. Replaced at half-time by Fati.
Subs getting ready for Egypt down below. As Trezeguet is one that you're feeling is going to come on, and it's going to be a case of the wide men for Egypt. They've just had to put so much yards in, getting up and forwards, back and forward, sorry, to cover the yards in a defensive mission.
Osam Hassan, the very edge of his technical area, barking out the instructions, encouraging the Egyptian players. Fernandez. See where Messi has ended up, and that has been given as a free kick. The foul there by Fati.
There's no need to get so tight. It's a little double step, that little shuffle there, and just allow him to go on his way. He's going away from goal, and it's undue pressure on the defence. Romero was one of the players who forced an own goal against Cape Verde, wasn't it? You're looking at him, and he's in an offside position, number 13 there. He'll step back in.
Messi. Here's De Paul. Fernandez for Argentina, but so many red shirts are back. Molina, Fernandez. Argentina need to come up with a few ideas. Paredes. Messi. Finding space, trying to go on a mazy run, was never properly in control of the ball. And Fati was there to do the defending.
Just had a little opening on his left foot, didn't he? Second guessed himself.
Tagliafico has gone bursting through, and direct play there from Argentina. McAllister was the option in the middle. So it came off the head of Tagliafico.
They can't allow a ball to travel that far, Egypt, without a challenge in there. It's poor from them. You're thinking, all this hard work you're putting in, just keep hold of this lead. Don't let one ball take out all of you.
Ibrahim, a man whose goal represents the difference in this round of 16 contest. Plenty of support for Egypt. They are outnumbered, I think it's fair to say. Making themselves heard. Must feel a bit like Buenos Aires North. Paredes. And took a little nick on the way through. Trying to play their way out, the Egyptians. It's Henny there to cover up. Martinez not given us a free kick. No transgression.
No, not. He was looking for it, desperate for it.
Oh, Hassan, and this is very much part of his game. It's a fabulous run. And Mohamed Salah. And is it going to be a second goal? It is. Zico. This is astonishing. 2-0 to Egypt. Argentina hanging by a thread. A glum-faced Messi, and this has Egypt dreaming of a sensation. But how about this incident?
Well, it's so far away from the goal. That's a big question of whether it will be reviewed. But it's a brilliant breakaway. It's a step on the toe. It's barely anything. What a moment this is. It's a full length of the pitch away. Is it within the remit of VAR to step in? Look how far away it is from within the goal. They're going in fast motion to say, this is how long it takes to score the goal. Surely this is not within VAR's remit to review this. It's the full length of the pitch away.
Now that was a long way back. François Letexier from France is the referee on duty.
After review, careless tripping committed by number 19 of Egypt in the offensive phase. Final decision is goal cancel, free kick.
Well, you heard it. Free kick. And let's bring in Dr. Joe Macknick to get a bit of clarity on that one.
Well, while it was difficult to hear the referee, a foul in the attacking phase of play, which leads to a goal, or leads to possession by the team, which leads to a goal, can result in the goal being disallowed and coming back and giving the free kick.
Thank you, Dr. Joe Macknick. Atea, the player in question, Zico, who thought he had made it 2-0 to Egypt. Not so.
What a let-off. What a let-off for Argentina. The full length of the pitch.
A free kick to Argentina. Messi taking it, and the head flick by McAllister. Tagliafico was waiting close to goal. Oh, imagine if that had gone in on the back of what has just transpired, Rob.
Well, it's incredible scenes.
Messi with the corner. All hands on deck for Egypt. It's away by Henny. So still just the one. Goal by Ibrahim.
But Derek, that 100 yards away, someone stepping on someone's toe, is not why VAR was brought into the game. We've got to a point now where it's reaching far beyond the powers that it should have. The referee saw the tackle, decided not to give it, and then Egypt, with a brilliant breakaway goal, have been denied a 2-goal cushion.
Here's Salah probing. Yes, certainly plenty had to happen after that infringement before the goal was scored. And I'm sure watching at home, you'll have your own thoughts and views. This man, the record goal scorer for Egypt, Sam Hassan, also their coach. So on ahead of Mo Salah on the ball now, on the all-time list for the Pharaohs. Remember, coming up after this game, it's the last of the round of 16 matches. Switzerland and Colombia in Vancouver. Winners of that game to face the victors here. Hassan, and again it was excellent footwork. One was made by Zico.
The switch was on. Hafez at the left back. The opening was on. The game is opening up. The tension is rising. The atmosphere in the stadium is bubbling.
Yes, it's already an edge-of-the-seat job here. No luck for McAllister. Took a while to pick himself up. And Salah was initially shoulder to shoulder with his opponent, Martinez. And on with the game. Messi. Fernandez. Messi once more. Paredes. Can Argentina find a gap in this well-drilled Egyptian defence? Martinez. It's Hafez. Excellent piece of defending. Romero. Messi. Trying to manoeuvre. They have the reading of that one. It was a lot of team defence on the part of Egypt. On the way back into reverse gear, Tagliafico. Then Emiliano Martinez, but that is going to take off. And it suits Egypt down to the ground. Substitutions coming here from Lionel Scaloni for Argentina. Lautaro Martinez has been given the call, and Nicolas Gonzalez will also come on. And Molina and Paredes and De Paul. That central position now. Rodrigo De Paul. Well, behind it goes for what will be a corner. Zico was back there as the auxiliary defender.
Just seeing Egypt now, I think they just need to get through to the break in the game.
Gonzalez and Martinez at the ready, and it's Tagliafico and also De Paul going off. Well, they can't leave anything on the table.
No.
Argentina.
No. Centre forward for a centre midfielder. See what shape they'll play.
Messi had gone over. Seen that move before. Zico digging in again. It'll be a corner again.
Well, they just left two out once. They're going to do it again now. Egypt, they've just got to get players out there quick because they'll take it short. Just addressed it there. Big moments.
Could feel the tension. Messi with that one. Romero lending height to the attack. But now, did they overdo it in terms of personnel? Argentina can't mess around with Salah in the vicinity. Hassan, ball play! This time Zico! And surely that won't be taken away. Egypt are jumping for joy. And the storm clouds are brewing for Argentina.
Well, Egyptian elation, and it's the length of the pitch again. They've defended brilliantly in this second half, and it's down to Mo Salah just getting his legs going. Just move, move, move. And then you look at Hassan, he knows where Zico is, he knows where his teammate's going to make the run. Just leave the ball, wait for him. And it's met perfectly. It is a blueprint on how to execute a breakaway goal. Egyptian elation. They had one taken away from them, not this time. What a moment in the tournament.
An eruption of Egyptian joy. Argentinian melancholy. It's slipping away from the reigning champions. What a story this would be. It's not written yet, though. Argentina are going to have to go full pelt. It was Nico Gonzalez who fed it in. Well, it was the sucker punch, if you like, administered perfectly by Egypt. Messi. Paredes. Took a deflection, had the potential to make that difficult. It was scraped in there, really, by Lisandro Martinez.
Well, Gonzalez has gone out to the left, and Martinez... Now, Lautaro Martinez is one of the centre forwards, but it's just basically one at the back in Romero. Lisandro Martinez slightly in front of him, and then the rest attack for Argentina. There's nothing else they can do now.
Zico, but he lost out that time. Argentina, no, they have to act, and act quickly. Nico Gonzalez, Hassan. He didn't look too happy, did he, as he went to ground?
Oh, he's off.
Well, he's played his part, I must say. His first competitive start for Egypt. So we're going to another break for drinks. And Argentina trailing 2-0. Zico with the second. Can Egypt see this out here in Atlanta?
This is Lele Pons from Suite 305 with Lele Pons. Game day at my house, it's chaos, but like in a fun way. The TV's ready, the remotes are ready, the kids' stores are going off, and somehow everybody needs batteries at the exact same time. That's why I keep Duracell stocked. And Duracell just released limited edition Duracell and Messi battery packs. The design is inspired by Messi's iconic left leg tattoo. So every battery feels like it comes with an extra kick. From the TV remote to automatic corkscrew, Duracell keeps us game day ready. Duracell double and AAA batteries are the only ones built different with power boost ingredients for long-lasting performance you can trust. Find the limited edition Duracell and Messi batteries in stores at Lowe's and Walmart or on Amazon.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
boss, 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 bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppable beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness, so you can smell unstoppable.
Who the hell?
Well, we might say anarchy in Atlanta. Egypt with a 2-goal cushion. And Argentina really are going to have to pull out all the creative stops if they have designs on staying in the competition. We're indoors at this venue. Argentina have had the benefit of playing indoors in climate-controlled conditions for 3 matches now, a couple in Dallas earlier on, but the heat applied by Egypt. Not that they've attacked all that often, but they've made their attacks count. And a substitution here. Gonzalo Montiel is on the pitch. It's generally a battle at right back between him and Nahuel Molina. Trezeguet is on. We saw Aysem Hassan in a bit of distress earlier, just talking it over with his coach. Now, this time, the shot was taken on by Lautaro Martinez. It's quick as a flash.
Yeah, sharp start for Argentina. Finding the width down the flanks and the cutback for Martinez, and he is the man they want in that area, in that moment. A one-touch finish. That's what he is an instinctive, natural striker, goal scorer. More of those for Argentina to get back in this game.
It's all about a quarter-final place. The quarter-finals to begin on Thursday with France against Morocco on Fox in Boston, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Away by Mustafa Zico. Plays for Pyramids, up-and-coming club. Actually surprised many by winning the African Champions League in 2025. Argentina know they have to do everything at speed. It's Gonzalez. Flicked wide, however. Lautaro Martinez again confirming the substitution from earlier on. Montiel on for Molina.
A couple of instinctive touches already for Martinez in there. Shabir just getting a shove. These antics between now and minute 90-something, maybe 100. Might be a few, but I have to say they've been brilliant in defence, and when they've counted in this second half, they've really made it count.
It's been hyper-efficient from Egypt. 2 attempts on target and 2 goals. What can Argentina do about it? McAllister forward. Romero. Haven't seen much from Alvarez, man who started this game in attack, but joined now by Lautaro Martinez. Messi unable to play his way through the massed ranks of the Egyptian defence. This is better from Argentina. Alvarez it was. Well, the flag has gone up. They're trying to catch Egypt off balance.
It's just that gap stepping out again. Hani leaves that space in there. It's fortunate that he just went a little bit early. But it's remarkable, Derek, that you feel that Egypt came into this tournament never having won a World Cup game. And here they are, having won one in the group stage and now on the brink of something really, really special.
Argentina got through by the skin of their teeth in the last round against Cape Verde. Is this now a bridge too far, even for Messi and his genius? It was composed play by Lachine as Egypt keep the ball. Ibrahim and Zico with the 2 goals of record for the Pharaohs. The record African champions. Zico, and another gap emerging. Trezeguet, who's only just come on. Trezeguet, wrong side of the post.
Now wasteful that pass to him was just stretching him by, and then when he steps back onto it, just has to hold his nerve and find a teammate. The angle wasn't in his favour.
McAllister. Was Alvarez involved in the build-up play? Messi got it back immediately. McAllister. Alexis McAllister, and no joy for Messi. The pattern continues. Lisandro Martinez had to rise up there. Trezeguet, make sure he made contact with the ball. Behind it goes for the corner. Lionel Scaloni and Argentina with 12 minutes of normal time remaining. Stoppage time on top of that. Messi with it. And a second crack of the whip off Trezeguet.
The one thing that Argentina don't have is a big man centre forward. They're just not in the ranks. It's not there. And you're thinking now Romero would be the nominal one as to go to stay up as centre forward, just if you have to throw a ball in there.
Alvarez dishing it off. Messi was in position. Oh, free header! And that is exactly what Argentina needed. Cristian Romero hauls them back into it. Well, the Egyptian players having something to say about that.
Well, he's onside, and it's a great header, powerful header from him. Just steals a yard off Rabia. Shabir's had a game of his life, but just can't get enough of a hand onto it. It is the makeshift centre forward. It is Romero that comes up with an answer. Just throw it in there. Nothing clever about it. It gives them a lifeline.
Well, cue the distinctive sound of cumbia music. Haven't heard much of that in the course of this game. Zico says his goodbye. On comes Omar Marmoush, high-profile player. Marmoush of Manchester City, but he's had a poor World Cup. And Argentina emboldened by that Romero goal. Messi is looking to work it with Lautaro Martinez. It will be an Egypt throw. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes of normal time remaining.
Well, hang on to your seats, folks, because this could be one hell of a ride in these last 10 minutes. This World Cup keeps on writing stories.
I'll scan the QR code on the screen to vote for the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match. Don't think we can really know who the player of the match is going to end up being. Quite the denouement to come. Paredes for Argentina. It's McAllister and Messi. Lionel Messi. Alexis McAllister, and another corner for Argentina. Can Egypt hold out?
Oh, these seconds feel like years for the Egyptian fans. Quite the opposite for Argentina. It is so tense.
Messi with it, and Shobir, and he clawed that one away. Only just. And excitement until the end, guaranteed. Messi, good luck trying to stop him. That sort of position, oh! Lautaro Martinez and others all queuing up Messi's work.
Well, he saw a gap. He saw a moment, an inch, and then was away. Martinez just can't cue the header right beyond the far near post, and then he has to get it back across goal, and he's not got the angle, but it was blistering from Lionel Messi.
Well, it's just a bit of a stomach churner, this.
You're thinking of Messi, you're thinking of his age, you're thinking of the jeopardy within the game. We could be seeing the last few moments of his World Cup career.
Is it the last tango? Or will there be another one in Kansas City on Saturday? They're trying to link the play again using Lionel Messi. Deflection there on the way through. And can they line something up here, Argentina? Oh, it's gone in. It's 2-2. And who else? Lionel Messi, the saviour for Argentina. A comeback when they needed it. Engineered by the man regarded by so many as the greatest of them all.
Well, you just can't write him out of script. It could have gone anywhere. It's Alvarez with the layoff, and it's an instinctive finish. He just hits it as sweet as you can. The technique is perfect. On the half volley, laces through the ball. It's what a picture, what a moment of a player who just keeps writing his own script. Shabir's had the game of his life. He gets his hand to it again, but he can't stop it. This game just keeps on giving.
From the depths of despair, Argentina celebrate. Well, it's not finished yet, but the trend is their friend. We might be in an indoor stadium, but you'll get the picture when I say Argentina have the wind at their back.
And now the momentum is everything. The die is cast. I'm not sure Egypt can regroup, reset. They've just got to hold on till full time to get it to extra time.
Up to 21 World Cup goals now. So there was a lovely conversation on the phone between him and Miroslav Klose, the man he overtook on top of the charts earlier in this World Cup. Great German striker. Gonzalez up against some very tired, very fatigued Egyptian defenders. Messi has got his nose in front in terms of the golden boot running.
And this is how tight it was. Just the left boot of Ibrahim. He's playing on Romero onside for the first goal. Met well. That got the ball rolling for Argentina.
And he's now scored in 6 successive knockout stage games. That's brand new territory. Now, can Egypt possibly pick themselves up off the floor? They've run into the Messi buzzsaw. James Corden and the After Hours crew will be on Fox tonight. Another nightly wrap of today's World Cup action, and Sophie Cunningham amongst the guests. The choruses of joy are echoing around the stadium here in Atlanta. It's rather as though we're inside the Bombonera, or I should say the Monumental, just to make sure River Plate fans don't feel left out. Bombonera is the home of their great rivals, Boca.
Well, as elated as Argentina will be, he might not show it, but they'll be relieved as well. They know they got away with one. And the disallowed goal. What a difference that would have made within the context of the game.
Was 2-0 to Egypt, but then Romero 79, Messi 83. Is this going to go to extra time? Both sides faced that in the last round. Argentina overcoming Cape Verde. Egypt defeating Australia ultimately on penalties. And it was a bit too hot. That pass from Fernandez. Looking for Montiel, Gonzalo Montiel, who actually, talking of penalty shootouts, scored the decisive one in the final against France 4 years ago. Tempers getting frayed over on that far side, and a free kick given. Hafez had something to say to Francois Letexier.
It's just a little bit fried here, Egypt. You just feel they've got to regroup and just see through these minutes, these moments, because at the start of the game, if you offer them 2-2 with 2 minutes to go, they'd just snap your hands off. And that's where they are, but they've just got to hold on now.
Messi taking it, McAllister making that run across. It was pushed away by Shobia. Messi again. Back to Paredes. We had several players making late dashes and darts inside the area. Argentina. McAllister. Messi. Argentina not quite in as much of a hurry. Pressure was on to grab the second goal. Now they might think, okay, it does go to extra time, so be it, but they wouldn't be averse to settling it prior to that. It was Alvarez with Romero having made that forward push. Alvarez again for the Albi Celeste.
Oh, Romero is centre forward again because there's no one to defend against.
Messi, it's almost the perfect pass. Counter-attacking possibilities for Egypt. Salah working there with Marmoush. An upper cul-de-sac. Omar Marmoush. And Messi again for Argentina. 7 minutes to be added on. here in Atlanta. Messi did well enough.
Well, the structure of the game's completely gone. There's a defence at one end, the defence at the other, and it's just end-to-end now. Omar Mamouche had a wonderful opportunity just to lay it off, just to see it through. It's a brilliant block by Paredes. And it's opened up.
Argentina usually have the know-how. They find a way, even when in peril, as they were here for a big chunk of the match. A Henny, and that wasn't a bad ball played in. Trezeguet is waiting inside the box. Also had other attacking options. Atea. Salah. Mohamed Salah. Little dip of the shoulder, but that didn't fool Julian Alvarez. Lautaro Martinez. Sending it over. Enzo Fernandez. Can you believe this? Egypt are asking the question about something that happened at the other end. Argentina played on, and Enzo Fernandez has perhaps scored the goal that keeps the defending world champions alive. The complaints continue meanwhile.
Well, from the brink of elimination, this is the potential penalty. It's a slip, it's nothing more. Mo Salah tackled at one end, and then it was a blistering counter-attack. You're thinking the opportunity was taken away, but the quality on the ball in, the run from Enzo Fernandez, and the poise to meet that ball and just guide it back across the goal. In the biggest of moments, in the biggest of stages, in one of the biggest comebacks, it is the game of the tournament. It has had everything.
A thriller in the extreme. Argentina looked as though they were heading out. But they had their own views on that subject. It's a sore one for Egypt, and, well, the red card being flashed there, and yellow for Shobir. They had all surrounded the referee. They were all convinced that they had a case at the other end. Just seconds later, the all-important Argentina goal, the all-important Egyptian concession. And a couple of changes made by Lionel Scaloni. Medina's coming on. Facundo Medina, Romero Alvarez off. The vastly experienced Nicolas Otamendi is on as well. 38 now, playing for River in Argentina. 5th on the all-time caps list. Well, you could make a pretty gripping mini-series about this game on its own. Never mind the rest of the World Cup. Lachine bows out with Zizou on the pitch now for Egypt. We were promised 7 added minutes. we can promise you that it's going to be a lot more than 7, Rob.
Are we done? Are we done, Derek? This is it. It's 5 at the back for Argentina. They're just going to hold on now.
And Dibu Martinez, who's had actually very little to do, he's got his gloves behind that one. Well, they've been put through something of an emotional mangle. The Argentina fans. Henny doing the ushering through. Action stations now for the Pharaohs. Egypt thought they had executed quite the masterful coup. Confirming the yellow card for Fati earlier on.
Well, it's a game for the ages. It's one of the great World Cup games. And as the guys in the studio said, they may not be perfect at the minute, Argentina, but they keep finding a way. This man keeps finding a moment within the tournament. They've just seen this one through. It's been incredible.
Drama galore. Egypt from the highest of highs. 2-0 in front against Argentina. To the lowest of lows. Crumbling in the closing stages. Well, this has been an incredible contest, whatever way you slice it. And the cards being applied quite liberally now. Atea having something to say to officialdom. I don't think it was all that polite.
Well, Lautaro Martinez gratefully accepting the bump. This will not be taken in a hurry. Just happy to revel in what is a bouncing stadium. The flags are going, the banners are waving.
Well, there's another caution to be handed out. I think there's a broader complaint being made there on the Egyptian bench. François Le Texier is trying to listen, understand what is being reported. Sam Hassan, the record goal scorer for Egypt, now their coach. Fernandez, by the way, with the 3,000th goal in World Cup history. Quite the milestone for him. Argentina are almost there. Looked as though they'd been blown off course by Egypt here in Atlanta. The Argentina fans waiting to hear that final whistle. 9 minutes into added time. Sam Hassan getting his yellow card. Here come Argentina again. Enzo Fernandez almost trying to hem it in near the corner flag. It's Paredes wasn't too fussy about where he sent the ball. What can Egypt produce? The odds stacked against them. Fernandez. Or do Argentina want to garnish it with another goal? I don't think that's the main priority. Lautaro Martinez. Just protecting the ball. Decision goes Argentina's way. And a pair of them squaring up. It was Atea with Lautaro Martinez.
Well, Egypt are stunned. They just can't believe quite what they've seen in the last 15 minutes. It's been an incredible spectacle. Something that everyone will remember here that have seen this game for the rest of their lives.
The reigning kings of world football will not relinquish the throne. Messi mania will continue at this World Cup. But my goodness, it was a close run thing. Egypt gutted. They couldn't see it out. And it has finished here in Atlanta. 3-2 to Argentina. Rebecca.
Derek and Rob, thank you. Another ludicrous game of football at this World Cup. And by the way, that Enzo Fernandez winner, the 31st goal in second half stoppage time at this World Cup. Alexi Lalas, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Thierry Henry watching on. Alexi, I'll start with you. Congratulations to Argentina, but Egypt will feel aggrieved, will they not, with the way it happened with that winner?
They will, and it will be debated and discussed, and I'm sure there is anger and relief depending on which side you come down on. But, you know, we came on air talking about how Argentina had suffered and the different definitions of suffering and that we talk about in different cultures. Well, we thought the suffering was done from Argentina. No, they suffered again, and they came through. And you can see the relief on their face from Messi on down, in that it's not that they got away with one here, but this was one for the ages.
Lionel Messi missed the penalty, found himself and themselves 2-0 down. Zlatan, Thierry, you know him well. You've played with him. Thierry, something woke him up. Talk us through that.
First and foremost, look at him crying, and how much it means for him and his team. But first and foremost, he reminded us that he's human, that he is human, because he missed some penalties and 4 out of 8. And then he reminds us again that he's not human. I played with him, as you just mentioned. And what happened with Leo is that sometimes do not wake up the beast. That's what happened. And I've seen it in training closely. You know, when you're in training sometime, and, you know, guys, when one of the coaches don't want to call a foul, or the ball was out, and then you score, and then Leo wanted that ball to be out and a foul. And then he goes, ball went out, and the coach was like, stop complaining, because it can happen in the game. Next thing you know, you look at his eyes, and he switches. And he goes and get that ball. I was there, I witnessed it, and he scores 3 goals in a row by scoring straight away, robbing the ball off you, scoring again, robbing the ball off you, scoring again, and he turned and said, next time, call a foul. And we all went, yeah, next time, call a foul. Because he's just unstoppable. When he goes into that mood, it's very difficult to stop him. And you know what, Zlatan, Alexi, I've been in that situation. This guy, and it didn't always work, let's all be honest. But when his team needs him, he raises his game. This is a guy that played 120 minutes the other day. He raises his game. He started to take the ball and dribble past almost everybody to try to change the game. Wow.
Zlatan, can you talk to that? You played with him too. Did you see those eyes switch as well?
You could see he wanted it. When it was 0-2 to to Egypt, you could see something changed. He took command. He took the ball. He made a dribble there. We don't have the images now when he